from Miami at our parking garage all the way to our house, which was 780 miles. It cost us $78.01. So, you know, if we combine these, hello again. Sadly, my queen went with her friends to have lunch. So I'm going to take that time to make a video to describe to everybody exactly how much it cost us to drive from Atlanta all the way down to Miami. This was like a 1,750 mile trip, and that's round trip from our house to Miami, from Miami back, and the driving we did around Miami while we were there. So I have 12 supercharging receipts at the house. 2 of those were, well, I'll explain all that later. But basically it was 5 stops down, 5 stops on the way back. So we're gonna get on the overhead rig again, just like I did before. We're gonna go through each one of the receipts, see how much it cost, see how much it was for us to go from Atlanta to Miami on this trip, and how much it would have been with a gas car over the Tesla Model 3. So click like, click subscribe, indulge in your life at indulgeclothing.com for the merch, and let's get into the video. All right, so here is all 12 of my invoices. Now, as I mentioned before, I'd explain that a little bit. Basically, on the way to Miami, we had 5 stops. You know, a couple going to Daytona and a couple from Daytona to Miami. On the way back, we also had 5 stops. Now, the extra 2 come in at this one, where we were coming back late Saturday night, and I found a supercharger. I plugged into it, but then I noticed a free destination charger like 20 feet away. So that's why there's this extra little invoice for 56 cents. And then also before that is this invoice from where we had arrived in Miami on Sunday. We went somewhere Monday and we had to get the car charged up so it would make it till Friday or Saturday, and that was 23. So that's how it ended up being 12. Let's get these in order and then let's go through the numbers with you. So let's break down our trip. Oh no, no, I'm gonna have to use a regular Sharpie. That one's out of here. So let's break down our trip from Georgia to Miami and back. So day 1 was Saturday. And on Saturday, we drove from our house all the way to Daytona Beach, Hampton Inn, which according to my records was 476 miles. On our way down on Saturday, we stopped at our first supercharger in Cordell, Georgia for, wow, we didn't pay tax? Sweet. For $14.17. So that was stop number 1. Stop number 2 was in Valdosta, where I guess we didn't have to charge for very long because it was only $5.89. Again, without tax. Hey, I'm not complaining. Then after Valdosta, we made our way to St. Augustine, Florida, where we had one of our more expensive charging stops with taxes for $25.20. And then so that would be it for Saturday, day 1, because this is the next day. So our very first day, we spent $45.26 to go from Georgia to Daytona. Then Sunday, we drove from Daytona to our parking deck in Miami Beach, Florida, which was 273 miles. Our first stop was the one on the Florida Turnpike that was just a nightmare. Looks like it was $19.80. After that stop, we stopped in Fort Lauderdale for $11.20. And actually, I think that's it for on our way down to Miami. So this one was exactly $31 on the head. So for us to get from our house in Georgia all the way to Miami Beach, it was a total cost of $76.26 for 749 miles. All right, so then after that, we roll into Monday. Monday, we only drove about 70 miles, but we had drained most of our battery. We were unable to charge for free at the location we were at, so we had to supercharge on Monday, which in this Aventura, Florida, was very expensive at $24.64. I say very expensive because I'm used to like 17 bucks. So after this, we didn't have to charge again. We went through, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then didn't charge again till Saturday night. Now, when we charged Saturday night, it was 56 cents. And you're probably like, well, how is it only 56 cents? It was 56 cents because I pulled in, I found the Superchargers, I plugged up for like a minute or so, and then saw the destination charger. So I unplugged and we charged for free. Also, a little caveat, Saturday evening, we charged for free at the hotel. So, you know, that's kind of one of the things you wouldn't get with a gas car, of course. Now, that's our whole time in Miami. Like I said, Monday we went 70 miles. Tuesday, we only drove about 25 miles. Wednesday, we didn't drive at all. Thursday, we literally went from the hotel to a Taco Bell, and that was it, which was a 10-mile round trip. And Friday, we went to the casino and back again, which was another 70 miles. So that's it for the first leg of our trip, I guess you could say. Now, we're heading back. All of this happened on Sunday when we drove back in 12 and a half hours. So, from my calculations, on Sunday, I drove a total of 780 miles. Our first stop in Varo Beach for $12.32. Our second stop was at Palm Coast, Florida for $21.07. Our third stop was in Live Oak, Florida for $21.56. Wrong one. In the wrong motion here. Our fourth stop was at the same location in Cordell, Georgia for $16.31. Almost did it again. And our final stop for 8 minutes in McDonough, Georgia for $6.75. So for us to go from Miami at our parking garage all the way to our house, which was 780 miles, it cost us $78.01. So, you know, if we combine these, so everything added together, it cost us exactly $154.27. I'll get rid of that now. In our Tesla Model 3 to go a total of 1,739 miles. Which, I mean, hey, that seems not too bad if you think about it. So let's do a little bit of math. Let's break it down for a gas car. Now, gas prices are really all over the place right now. Some places they're $3.60, some places they're $4, some places they're $4.20, some places they're $3.80. I want to kind of make it a little easier on me, so I'm gonna go right in the middle of all that and put the average cost of gas for the trip down there at $4 a gallon. So $4 per gallon in a gas car to go 1,739 miles would have been, let's go all over the board. Let's say you have, you know, a really good Chevy Cruze or something that gets like 35 miles on the highway. Your cost would have been approximately $198.75 at 35 miles per gallon. I guess I should put per gallon. Now, say you got a car that gets a little less, 30 mpg, your cost would have been $231.87. And you know, if you're driving like a Dodge Challenger Charger at 25 miles per gallon, $278.24. And let's say you're one of the really unlucky ones, you know, you got an F-150 getting 20 miles to the gallon, you would have paid a whopping $347.80 to go that same distance that I drove for $154. So you would have been like double what I spent. Now, there's a lot of people that talk about, oh, you wait forever at the chargers. I can say that's not true. I would say the most time that we spent at the chargers, like actually just sitting there waiting, was, and this is across all of these stops, all 12 stops, was maybe 45 minutes, like tops. So about 45 minutes of waiting to charge across all of these stops. And what I mean by that is normally when we stop, like for example, our first stop here, we went over to the Burger King, we got breakfast. By the time we plugged the car in, went inside, used the restroom, went to the Burger King and ate breakfast and walked back, car was ready to go. Same thing for this one. And I feel like this one we may have had like a 5-minute wait. Like for example, right here, the one in Miami for $24. This one we didn't wait at all. We plugged in, we went into the mall, we ate Shake Shack, and when we got back to the car, ready to go. 0 wait time. This day, no wait time because it was all free. So a lot of people have that misconception that you're gonna wait hours and hours and hours, and it's really not true. If you're stopping and you're eating breakfast and you're eating lunch, you're not gonna wait very much. I would really peg our waiting time at about 45 minutes, 1 hour tops of waiting. But you gotta remember, I drove this whole trip in 12 hours in 30 minutes, and to drive this trip without any stopping is about 11 hours and 10 minutes. That's pretty darn good time, and we had very little waiting on these. Maybe this whole day was like 15 to 20 minutes of waiting, and then, you know, about the same over here. So that's a breakdown of our trip all the way from Georgia to Miami. 1,700-mile trip, cost us $154.27 in charging. And if you would have had a gas car, you would have spent anywhere from $200, which is only $50 more. That's not too bad, up to $230, $280, or even $350. And there's another caveat that right here on Saturday, we charged for free. We didn't have to pay. And the Saturday before, once we got to the hotel, we charged for free, left Sunday morning on 100% battery, which is of course something you can't do with a gas car at all. When you get there, you've got whatever you got, you drive however far you can drive, and then you stop and put more gas in. So there we go. That's our second road trip in our Model 3 real road trip. This one, a little more than it was to go down to Mississippi, but of course almost double the distance that it was to go to Mississippi, so the almost double price makes sense. Now, I'm not trying to make these videos in any way to try to brag. I'm really trying to stop the misconception that I see online that supercharging is more expensive or just as expensive as gas. As you can see, that's not the case depending on where you're at. Over in California, I'd say it's probably about equal. They got like $7 a gallon gas, and the electricity is so high in California that, you know, I mean, you can have either car and you're gonna spend about the same amount probably to go 1,700 miles. Where we are in the South, it's still a lot better. So at least until, you know, a lot of those policies populate down to here and then our electricity goes through, it's just gonna get worse. So enjoy these times while things are a little bit cheaper while you can. And that's why I had to mention the wait time, because there's so many people that are, oh, you'll wait for an hour and a half to charge your car. That's completely true. If maybe you're driving a Rivian, a Chevy Bolt, some kind of Kia or something, you're gonna have a way harder time finding chargers. You're gonna have a way longer wait to charge, and that's just the fact of those. Tesla cars charge the fastest, superchargers are everywhere, and that's why I picked the Tesla, because we like road trips, and it makes it very easy. So of course, if you have any questions, leave them down below in the comments. I'll gladly answer those whenever I have some free time. And I think that will do it for this Tesla road trip cost video. This is also the complete end of the Miami stuff. So tomorrow we have a new Mail Mondays, and then after that, we're back to tech stuff until we, you know, go somewhere again. So click like, click subscribe, indulge in your life at indulgeclothing.com for the merch, and we'll see you in the next one. Deuces.